Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are here back inside a Build-A-Boat for Treasure once again. And today, we are going to be taking a look at all of the forgotten updates. Update items that look like they were going to be added to Build-A-Boat at some point, but have not been added yet. Now, I'm just saying, it is possible that these items could come in the future, but nothing is confirmed, so I just want to point that out. We have a tool. Actually, we have two tools that looks like they're not going to be added. We have a bunch of update items and some secrets as well, which you guys have got to stay tuned for, because these are official forgotten update items in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Stay tuned. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hop straight into the video. All right, so let's first actually start off with the tools, because it looks like there actually might have been some tools that they were going to add to Build-A-Boat, but never actually ended up adding them into the game. Now, starting off, we have this right here, which I don't really know what this is going to be. We literally do not know, but we have this right here. It's a block. This was added inside of the owner's inventory. It's just a gray block, and it just says tool. So what I'm assuming this is, it's like a placeholder. The actual like tool script itself is probably in that block. We obviously can't see what this is, but it looks like they were working on a tool of some sort. Now, also what this could be is like a testing phase for one of the other tools that got added to the game. But yeah, this thing hasn't been touched for years, and I don't think it ever will be touched. That tool could be literally anything. It could be like a slice tool, like a chisel tool. It could be like a mirror tool, which we already pretty much have with the trowel tool here. So there's a lot of possibilities of what it could be, but I don't think that's ever going to get added at all. And next up, we have the blueprint tool, which I've made plenty of videos talking about the blueprint tool here. It looks like this one actually had like the best chance of actually getting added to Build-A-Boat, but it's been a couple years since, like, you know, the hype about the blueprint tool, and it looks like this thing is probably not going to get added whatsoever. So essentially what this tool is going to do is allow you to automatically build things inside of the game by simply spending gold on a build. Like, for example, let's say that like you wanted to place down a boat. You'd have to have the necessary blocks to own it. It would cost gold. You'd place it down and it would build automatically for you. Now, some players thought this was going to be a really cool idea. Some players thought this was going to be an absolute terrible idea because it takes away the creativity, but also some players thought it was a good idea because you could sell your creation inside the shop. Like, players could, if they bought your boats, you'd get like some sort of like price for it or something. But anyway, we actually made like a little mock-up of what this tool could look like inside of the game, and this is what we came up with. So first things first, the owner of the game, Chill Thrill, said, here's an idea. What if we found builds made by the community and added them to the shop? Something like spend a certain amount of gold for blueprints to this build. What do you all think? Maybe include some credits and reward the original builder, and the player would need the necessary blocks to own. And literally like a couple weeks after he sent this message inside of the Discord server, the tool actually got uploaded to his inventory. But yeah, as I mentioned, this is the example we came up with, where like, let's say that this is like the actual menu for the blueprint itself, where it would show you all the boats you can have. Now, obviously this is not what it looks like. This is literally just like an example that we made super quickly, where you could buy the boat. It would need 28 concrete, 4 seats, 30 titanium, and 48 wood. It would have cost 500 gold. But what it would do is it would instantly place down the boat. So now you guys could see, you could only place it inside your build area. Anywhere outside your build area, you'd not be able to place it, just like how you're building boats. And you just click and place it down just like that, and it would take away all the worries of having to build any detailed boats whatsoever. But as I mentioned, guys, I don't think this thing's ever going to get added to the game at any point, just because looks like they were gonna roll with this, but then players started to say that it was not a good idea. I don't know, maybe they will add it inside the future. Who knows? Nobody knows. But let's hop straight into one of the next ones on the list. Now, these next ones that I want to get into are not tools. Okay, we're over with the tools now. Now we're gonna look at actual items and potential like secrets itself. Let's just take a look at some of these abandoned and forgotten items. All right, so number one, we have this like purple bottle, which we literally have no idea what this is for. Like, this is literally the most random thing inside of the game, but it looks like they actually kind of hinted at this in a couple of stages in Build-A-Boat. In fact, let me see right now. Do I actually have one of the stages? Okay, I don't. So there's actually a secret with this inside. I believe it's the baseball stage. Yeah, so there's like these banners that are like around the map, and you guys can see this one had like this like purple bottle, which is honestly probably the closest thing that we can relate to this item that was uploaded. So I mean, does that look like this purple bottle bottle. It could mean absolutely nothing, but it is super random because like it's literally just like a purple bottle of like soda or something. Like I really don't know what this is for. If you guys have any like theories of what you guys think that item was for, let me know down below. My guess is it was something to do with RB battles. That's like the only conclusion I could draw to, and that they never used it. So I mean, that's the only thing I can possibly think of. All right, now uploaded on the same exact day, we have this right here, which appears to be like sand duct tape. Yes, you guys heard that right. So if we actually look at this thing like super close up, it's literally a duct tape roll with sand and like a sand texture. Now really, once again, nobody knows what this is for, but it was uploaded on the same day that the purple bottle was. So I think there might be a correlation with these. That's why I'm thinking that it might be for like RB battles or something related to that, because these are two extremely random items which I don't even know what use they could have inside of the game, unless they were used for like a secret part of an event. That's the only conclusion I can basically draw to. So if you guys have any ideas about like the sand duct tape, let me know down below. But right now I'm literally so lost, I have no idea what that item is for. Also uploaded on the same day as the sand duct tape and also the purple bottle, we have this stick of dynamite, which I mean, we already have dynamite inside of the game. We already have like a giant stick of dynamite itself, and we also have a TNT barrel. So I'm assuming what this dynamite was for, I think this was probably for like a secret or an event inside of the game, because it kind of correlates. I mean, it has absolutely nothing to do with these other two items, but they're all made on the same day. And this looks like the dynamite of like Roblox gear. Here's an image of like the Roblox like TNT gear here, and like this is the one that we have. I mean, you guys can see, I think it's literally the same exact one. Like, I mean, look at that. I think that's literally the same one. So if they were using a gear, that leads me to think that they were gonna add it possibly for a secret inside of the game. But then again, who knows? We literally have no clue whatsoever. So well, I guess we'll never know. We also have this car engine here, which I find super interesting. I have no idea if they're ever gonna bring this back. They might, because some like car audios have been uploaded recently, which could be for this. Don't go anywhere, because we have even more. We have these smiley face wheels. The cookie wheels are already added to the game, and also these swords, which that exact sword is still inside of the game, inside the plushie room. So if they are actually going to add it, it would make sense, because it's inside the plushie room, and that's where all the update things are. Yeah, you got all these interesting items here. You got like a crossbow or an anchor. You got a pencil, which also the pencil's inside the plushie room too. We got this cool looking wheel, and there's the smiley face wheel once again. And here we got what appears to be a saw blade of some sort. That would be a pretty cool PvP item, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like they could make that work like the spike block, how the spike block does damage to builds. I feel like they could do the same thing with like a saw blade. I feel like that'd be a pretty cool PvP item if you ask me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that'd be pretty cool. And this I found super interesting. Now, I don't know if this is confirmed, but it looked like they were like wanting to add gems at some point in Build-A-Boat for Treasure, where it's a separate currency other than the gold, where there's 50,000 gems, 10,000, 2,500, 500. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like it would be very interesting. And I don't know what the initial plan was for those. Maybe it was all those items that you just saw. Maybe those are going to be purchasable with gems, and that's why we never actually saw them get added to the game. Literally nothing is confirmed. We will never know. But those are all that I know of right now, all the forgotten update items, and hopefully we might see some of those inside the future. Who knows? But let me know down below if you guys want to see any of those items ever added back to the game, or ever added to the game, considering they were never added inside of the first place. But be sure to drop a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all inside of the next one. Peace out and goodbye.